Chuck Schumer eyes a second shot at raising the minimum wage through reconciliation. Democrats capitulated to a ruling by a Senate staffer, the body's parliamentarian, the first time around. This is by Ryan Grimm. He doesn't say Democrats ridiculously and transparently, bullshittingly capitulated to a ruling by the Senate. He just said the Democrats did it. Not Chuck Schumer, by the way. This is called propaganda. If you don't know, if you want to see what propaganda looks like, Ryan Grimm, when he writes a column, that's what it is. So this is them doing propaganda for the Democratic Party. This is the Intercept, the ones who won't print the truth about the vice president's or the president's kid, that fired their best journalists because they wanted to do censorship, and then they sent Ryan Grimm out to shit on Force to Vote, and all the progressive activists, even his former employee Brianna Joy Gray, he lied about, and he doesn't give a shit. That's Bernie's former press secretary. This is their progressive reporter, Ryan Grimm. Of course, he's sent there by the establishment to gaslight you and keep you inside the Democratic pro-war corporate party. And that's what this is. This is awesome, right? Just in case if you didn't have enough reason to be pissed off, Chuck Schumer eyes a second shot at raising the minimum wage through reconciliation. You know, he was the one who killed it the first time, Ryan. It's like, oh, he lost. I'm going to get it this time. I'm going to try again. He didn't try the first time, Ryan. And Ryan knows that, but that's not his job. His job isn't to inform his readers. His job is literally to bullshit his own fucking readers. That's what the Intercept does. Chuck Schumer is considered... Listen, look at this article. This is amazing. This is an amazing article. Chuck Schumer is considering putting a $15 minimum wage into the next reconciliation pack. He's considering it, Ron, according to Ryan Grimm. Ryan Grimm's tough-nosed reporting. Boy, you got to get up pretty early in the morning to bullshit Ryan Grimm, huh? He sees right through this Chuck Schumer, doesn't he? Except he doesn't. He's actually pushing propaganda for Chuck Schumer in this article. That's what this article is. Chuck Schumer is considering putting a $15 minimum wage into the next reconciliation package, which will be focused on infrastructure. Multiple sources familiar with the New York senator's thinking told the Intercept's Ryan Grimm. Jesus fucking Christ.
Thinking.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, there's kind of a little bit of a be happy Pence's element here. Like, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. Senate Democrats attempted to include the wage hike in Biden's COVID-19 relief package, but the Senate parliamentarian ruled it was out of order, and Senate Democrats allowed that ruling to stand. Boy, I would love to be at Ryan Grimm's desk when he was writing that. What is the easiest, no-fault way to explain this so no one's actually in trouble and Chuck Schumer buys me a lunch? How do I do this? How do I do this? The Senate Democrats allowed it to stand, not Chuck Schumer. Not Chuck Schumer, not Joe Biden. Senate Democrats allowed it to stand. So the person with no actual power still has the power. Schumer has suggested that progressive groups that there is a glimmer of hope that the parliamentarian would rule differently this time. So they're still going to let the parliamentarian be the person. And so is Ryan Grimm from The Intercept. That's kind of...
Yeah, what do they think's going to be different? Like, is the parliamentarian going to change their mind? That person with no actual power, that person who doesn't have actual power except we decided that they do, we being the Democrats decided that they do. Is a glimmer more than a shred? How much hope should we have?
This article should be entitled Chuck Schumer Trying to Bullshit People Once Again and Make You Keep Waiting. But that's not...
It's remarkable anyone's trying to celebrate Chuck Schumer. And I've seen a lot of this just on Twitter and elsewhere where Chuck Schumer is like if a really bad dad joke was a person. Like he's the personification of just like, I had the fish this tonight. It didn't sit well. I'm feeling a little ill. He's like if that was a dude. Who's buying this about him?
Cenk Uygur. I don't know if you saw that tweet. You're asking who's buying it? He would be him, the Young Turks. The Young Turks, him and Ryan Grimm, I bet they wrote the story together. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not kidding. Go to my Twitter feed. You'll see Cenk Uygur. He loves this. He loves this.
I'll have to check it out.
Schumer has suggested, okay, they could maybe rule differently. But here's the idea, Ron, is also to continue pushing on all fronts. Filibuster reform, a series of new reconciliation bills until the party finds a soft spot in the line to push a higher minimum wage through. What in the fuck kind of bullshit writing? Honest to God, public relations pays just as good as you're getting paid at the Intercept, Ryan Grimm. You could go literally work for the public relations company that works for the Democrats. Why not just do that?
No, I mean, this does read like a press release. Like just seriously, like it reads like a press release. It does not read like a news article. It does not read like analysis. It just reads like a press release.
This is just amazing. Hey, here's an idea. You don't have to do all this shit. Just ignore the fucking parliamentarian next time. How about that? There is also talk of including the $15 minimum wage and other must-pass piece of legislation, creating a process where there wouldn't be a standalone vote on the minimum wage, but rather an entire package. Senate sources. They might do something that they could have done this time but didn't for no reason. But they might do it next time for no reason. This is right. This is Ryan Grimm's actual fucking column. This is a real thing. He really wrote this. Yeah, do the exact same thing again and change nothing. I'm sure it will work out. There's just a regular person telling Ryan Grimm what a piece of shit fucking tweet this is. Headline. New Chuck Schumer eyes a second shot. What a... Dude, I get you got to make a living. Why not get an honest job? If you work in a public relations, everyone knows you're bullshitting and they don't get upset. But when you try to pretend that you're not bullshitting and that you're an actual fucking journalist, Ryan Grimm, that pisses people off. Hey, laugh my ass off. He didn't have to kill it the first time, though. That's exactly right.
Everybody's been using that meme, and I'm not. Is that from the Oh, it's that super popular show that everybody likes. The chat's probably going nuts, but I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know. It looks like this. She looks like from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, is that what it's from?
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. You got me. It's almost like this whole thing is a Chuck Schumer's press release, Ron, isn't it? It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
So Ryan Grimm now doing Chuck Schumer press releases and Cenk Uygur retweeting them. You think I'm kidding, Mark? I had Mark sending me the thing right now. I'm going to show it at the end of the story. It's going to be, hopefully it's in here. Kamala Harris says, I marched in Las Vegas when it was like 115 degrees. I will march in the rain. I will march in the snow. Doesn't matter the weather. I will fight for $15 with you. Like I did today in Iowa. No one, and I will fight unless there's a parliamentarian, and then I can't fight. Says I can't fight. That is amazing. We're willing to look like we're fighting for an honest living wage. We're willing to look like we are. Here's what a friend of the show, Ben Spielberg, says. If Joe Biden and Senator Schumer really wanted a $15 minimum wage right now, we'd have one. Their actions suggest that they just want to get credit for wanting a $15 minimum wage and maintain the ability to... So that's what you think the reporter would be saying. You think Ryan Grimm would be saying this. Hey, but let's be honest. If Joe Biden really wanted and Chuck Schumer wanted one, there'd be one. We'd have it. But he doesn't. He leaves it up. He leaves it up to pothead comedians to outdo the Intercept once again, or our guys on our Twitter. Fantastic, Ben. Nice work. You're doing better work than Ryan Grimm and the Intercept. That's for fucking sure. Isn't that amazing? I'll never get over that. The lead reporter, the lead political reporter for the Intercept is 1,000% bullshitting gaslighter, just like fucking anybody on CNN. You might as well have Don Lemon writing this shit. Why do you got to get a boring guy like Ryan Grimm with a hairpiece? Why not just get fucking Don Lemon? And I got nothing against hairpieces. I like them. I got nothing against them. Here's Cenk Uygur retweeting Ryan Grimm's bullshit article, straight up public relations article for Chuck Schumer. That's what Ryan Grimm's been reduced to doing now. I guess it's a promotion because he used to run interference for just regular House Democrats. Now he's doing it for the master of the Senate. Isn't that nice? And Cenk Uygur, of course, Democratic tool extraordinaire. Can't wait to say the dumbest fucking thing in the world. And he will. And here it is. He says, I'm shocked by this. I want to give Senator Schumer tremendous credit for this.
Oh, jeez.
Tremendous credit for what?
First time I'm beginning to believe he actually wants to pass them. You really do? Now, Cenk Uygur doesn't even believe that. He's fucking lying. If he really believes that, that's worse. You're going to get your news from this fucking clown? That's worse. Why would you watch that show unless you like to watch someone sweat while they read the news to you? Progressive leaders complaining this will put public pressure on them is the weakest thing I've ever seen. Really? How about the first part of your tweet? I think that would be the weakest thing I've ever seen. Wouldn't that be the weakest thing you've ever seen? He couldn't even break 1,000 likes. He tweeted that yesterday. We got the screenshot today. Couldn't even break 1,000 likes on his own fucking bullshit thing that is sucking the of the Democratic Party. Couldn't even get shit lib loyalists to like his tweet. All I did was put it up in and we got over 2,000 likes. That's it. That's it. I don't even have to make a joke. He's already a joke. Ryan Grimm and the Young Turks are already a joke. The Intercept, Ryan Grimm, and TYT and Cenk Uygur already a joke. This is the punch. His tweet is the punchline, and I'm just laughing. His own followers won't like his goddamn tweets, but they will fucking laugh at him. So great work by Ryan Grimm in The Intercept. Again, making it easy for the Jimmy Dore Show. Great work by Cenk Uygur, discrediting the Young Turks even further. I bet you think they couldn't do that after they smeared Julian Assange. Now they're smearing Glenn Greenwald. Now they're pro-war. They're defending Joe Biden and Chuck Schumer. They turned on Forced to Vote. They gaslit their own viewers. They're getting half the live stream viewers that this fucking show is out of my garage. And Cenk Uygur won't stop doing this. He won't stop. So keep giving him your money. Anything, Ron, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to add that on a side note here, I really hope that you hear from Chuck Schumer soon on the phone to talk about his brilliant plan, because I just think that would be like, Jimmy, we have a bold plan to get the $15 an hour minimum wage. We're going to do the exact same thing we did before. Maybe. So I'm hoping for that.
No, Jimmy, a lot of people think it's a great idea. The inimitable Ryan Grimm thinks so. We have a bold endorsement by Cenk Uygur, the sweaty newsman over at the Young Turks.
It's going to happen unless the parliamentarian says no. Then we'll listen to this person who doesn't actually have power. Because I'm master of the Senate.
Master of the Senate. There you go. Great work again by Ryan Grimm and Cenk Uygur. Great, fantastic, nice work. Everybody's proud of you. You'll be able to pay those private school bills, no problem. See, it pays well. That's why. Why do they do it? Why does Ryan Grimm do it? It pays well. Why does he try to bullshit progressives nonstop? Because it pays well. And and some of them will believe him. Most won't. Go read the comments under his latest fucking appearance on The Hill or whatever that other fucking show he did was. Go read the comments. People are onto him. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.